Think of a good pie. What pie? Well, I want to put red here, probably. I think I want to put red. I haven't played size 8 in super long. I guess let's go with this one. Don't think we can have any early attacks here. And the line attack doesn't look like it's so good. Alright. Valerie chooses white. Respectable. So the question becomes, how does red do this? How does red do this? I think what red should do is try to build up and make a stronger line attack. Probably. There was also this one idea that we had. What was it? I don't know if this was this pie. But it was like, play up here. Yeah, maybe this one. And then you play here, and then you have I9. This is not too different. I think this was it somehow. But I don't remember why. I don't remember what the theory was. It was in. I don't even remember who played against me. I think Tybalt. Or yeah, and then let me talk to the Atari about it. I'll play this one. And maybe come back here and do this one too later. I-12. Okay, more water. I'm on my bed in my new apartment. It's gun store. Still a pretty small apartment, but okay. Alright. Right. Can I do a line attack? Can I do a line attack? Does this make sense? Does this make sense on I-12? Or is it just small? If I go like that, and then white plays here at F9. Doesn't look nice. On the other hand, I can't make a 2-stack other than here, along this, along here, and none of them look that appealing. I mean, okay, it kind of looks appealing, to be honest. Super attacking. If I go here and then they attack me with a 2-stack, and then I block with a 2-stack, then they attack the 2-stack. I have to basically shield with a 1-stack. Then I can they can attack that 1-stack. For some reason I really want to do this. I really want to do this. And it almost doesn't matter to me. If I do this one though, if I do this one and they make a triangle and then I attack it another time, like here, J7, and then they make another triangle. And no matter which way I attack it, basically they can make a second triangle. and get three lines aside. I'm gonna play this because it was my plan from the beginning, not because of any of the analysis that I've done. Primarily just because this looks fun. Obviously not right now. Uh, and what would be kind of cool is to play this like I4 and go for this kind of big triangle, diamond shape. Not a diamond in the way that people usually think about diamonds. You know, I'm talking about a diamond that looks kind of valuable. Can I do that? Yeah. Valerie can play any good-looking big triangle here, and even after this, Valerie can play on J3. It's really a perfect spacing for like mesh across the whole board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points across the board. But mine can be two. Mine can be two. I4 and A4. And we have pretty nice looking control along with a slight, with a focus on this side, but strong lines in to the upper line. I'm having trouble figuring out what. Let's say she does do F9. What do I do? I can in theory play I4 and breaking this link is impossible. I mean, after F9 at least. Yeah. Because you need at least a 2-stack. White only has 1 stack here. Then breaking this link will be impossible. No, yes. Because here would be 3 red lines aside. And here would be 2. Okay. So okay, so before I play this move, I think to myself, no, it looks good. It looks good. It looks pretty dang good. Yeah. Because, I mean, of course, white can cut here, but then this is forcing. I don't know if I can do much after that, but this, yeah, and this is not even going to be like a weak forcing move. It'll be a 2-stack with it sensei. Strengthens the 1-stack. Putting a 2-stack next to a 1-stack, to me, looks nice. Putting the 2 1-stacks next to each other looks nice. And then I'll get the 2-stack to be far away, and I'll have this shape. She'll have this shape. I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe she'll cut me. If she cuts, first I will attack the cutting point. And really, like, if the attack is... I mean, the only way to answer the attack is by shielding here. K12. So she cuts, I attack, she plays K12 with a 1-stack on K12. Can I do a 3rd attack on here? Doesn't look easy. I can play here, 1-stack here. But then, no, it'd be a 2-stack here. I can do a 2-stack in sensei. Because you have this line here already. I wonder then if that means that actually to play this first would be nicer. Even though it's just a 1-stack. No, because I get a 2-stack here and a 2-stack here. This would be blocked with a 2-stack here. So 2-stack, 2-stack, and a 1-stack. Okay, what happened? Of course. So how do I deal with this? Um, this is suicidal for me. Already, I lost my way into the. No, not really lost my way in, but I have. Yes, and I have two lines of sight on this one stack. She has one line of sight. She can add another line of sight, and she can also break one. In theory, I can add a line of sight on this along this line, like for instance here or here. But when she cuts this like that, is it nice for me? I mean, it's three. She becomes having three lines of sight here. If I cut, I'm not decided whether or not to. Okay, what's most likely to happen here is that she'll play like this one. I think another two stack, and then the purpose of this move. It's like this threatens to get in here, so she has to play here, but it's also pretty good. I want this to be three stack for red. That's kind of what I already decided that I want. And there's not so many options that would allow this. And the ones over here, basically. But at the same time, if I go like this, like boom, one, a one stack here, or even a one stack here, one stack here, say blocks here, I block like this, put a second line of sight, then I have three lines of sight there, and then in case I need to, I can play the third line of sight here on this one. Then, oh, but this becomes a cutting point. But in theory, if I already have this, then I have the third line of sight here, which is not so bad either. No, it's not so great either. I'll do it anyway. I don't care. I think a one stack farther away is harder to attack. So what happened here? What happened was, I'm assuming that Valerie is going to try to attack this stone. Valerie can't attack on this point, nor on this point. Well, hang on, obviously. This one can attack me, and then I have two lines of sight. I can put a third line of sight, and I can basically extend out. If this one gets played first, because yeah, essentially yeah, this, there's nothing along this line that can be attacked. Valerie can play a two stack here, and if that happens, I can play a two stack here. Then Valerie can play a two stack here, and I can play a small shield. Okay, what if we also consider, I know this sounds a bit lame, we could also consider using this as like kind of bait. And then what we would do is make all our defensive moves on this outside here, outside of this small triangle. So when we add new lines of sight, we prompt Val to cut in a kind of pinwheel fashion. But as Val cuts and we add new lines of sight, we're gradually blocking her into this small section of the board. I don't think it's a strategy that's bound to work, but given the orientation of all the pieces right now, we have essentially, Val's like this in a triangle, and then within her triangle, I have one piece. So just the fact that it's surrounded at all is enough for me to start thinking, okay, it might be difficult to save this stone. Whereas all the other pieces that I have placed, and being red, I have one more at the end of every turn, every one of my turns. So She's got 4 pieces like this. I've got 4 pieces like that. Okay. It's like she's reading my mind. And she does the similar thing. Oh, no, not exactly. So... Val. Val played a move I didn't expect at all. Because Val's not such a fierce attacker, I think. She doesn't really care so much about attacking. I think she cares a lot about shape, strength, and access. And she wasn't. I like the moment I started even considering the possibility of blocking her out of the board. She was like, "No, that's not gonna happen, yo." Um, if interesting how if if I if I have extra line of sight like this on this piece, then if she attacks me, I could add a third line of sight to my own piece while attacking that one. I don't know if this would be any valuable at all, but okay. Now, can we start attacking? I want to attack, obviously. I think as red, the goal is to attack, and for white, the goal is kind of to trick red into making too reckless of an attack, which can be thwarted, leaving red in a weak position. I'm really, okay. So say we do this, yeah. I'm really tempted to attack, to cut. I know that I'll be attacked. In theory, I could first play a move along the line of sight of this stone before. Oh, this also looks really nice for me somehow. I don't exactly even know why. It's about the symmetry and the fact that I'm putting a line of sight on him on d9. And maybe e7? It's a bit of a compromise. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like getting this. Let's just do it. Let's just get a position before we do a crazy attack, eh? I like the symmetry. I like having stones that can potentially make smaller meshes on all parts of the board. With a lot of potential 3 stacks, just chilling. I like the idea that there's 2 links that are parallel. So if I need to cut, I can basically defend that immediately. So it's like a reinforceable cut. A cut which can be reinforced. So now if we think about the shape of the network, this is my hub, believe it or not. This is my hub. To me, the way the connectivity works, this stone is connected to 3, this stone is connected to 3. This stone is connected to 2, this stone is connected to 2. This stone is connected to 2, and this stone is connected to 2. So these are both all connected to 2, these are all connected to 3. This is my central hub. These are my satellite colonies. What can Valerie do? Valerie can attack. And if I lose, and I don't want to lose this for sure, I think eventually I need to solidify each one of these in succession. Right now this is a 4 stack, and that you can start seeing why I said that this was a hub. Probably this doesn't need to be attacked so strongly because it might just fall naturally, being just right in the middle of my stuff. Whereas this one is also right in the middle of her stuff. She could play a 3 stack here, or sorry, 2 stack here, or a 2 stack here. This probably better to play 2 stack here. Okay, she cuts. This cut, I can't, if I try to attack along this, it doesn't work. No, I need to attack like basically here, here, no, okay. That doesn't work. That's 3 lines of sight. I need to break one of these first. So if I can get a line of sight here. But this one, this is kind of a forcing move. I mean, okay. Not so forcing. Ah, whew. No, because still the key is that white can play like as far as here, which is why it's kind of interesting if I were to first play this piece and only afterwards make the attack. Is that is that cool? Is that good? Do we want to attack this? Because this one, if we can attack this one, then this one's essentially falling. I mean, no, not necessarily, but I kind of like this move. Kind of like this move. I think it gets at the heart of what we need to do. I mean, Val can play an attack on B9, making this one stack pretty super strong. 4 lines of sight on it. And I would essentially have to do a crappy shield, like B8. And she can attack the shield, A8, you know? But if I'm able to then play a move like D6, and then she captures the shield and I capture the 2 stack at D7, that's probably a good exchange for me. So what this move is doing is setting up, making this stack stronger. I still don't necessarily think this was going to necessarily die for good. But I believe it's stronger than immediately like playing a move like D4, because then it allows white to capture the link between L7 and B7, so white would control the 7th file. And essentially, if you think about territory in terms of controlled area, then it's equally valid to consider territory as a series of controlled links or a series of controlled lines. And like if people, you know, in chess and Go, they often think about the importance of controlled points and controlled like areas. I think especially in chess, controlling particular files and controlling particular lines comes into play. More so than Go, more so than other games. I don't know much about Amazons. If Amazons has this kind of control over files emphasis. Okay, fine. Anyway, yeah. So now, is it worth it for me to play here and begin the attack? So of course Val would play c7. So should I first make c7 impossible? For instance, c4 does that. Or is that just getting too far ahead of myself? This looks pretty nice, actually. But here now, if I do this, and then I'm able to play on d6, which I don't see any reason why I would not be able to do that, then basically, white has 4 spaces here. Then this will definitely go down. And then maybe this could go down. But this looks nice. I don't know why. Like, in theory, I'm almost asking to get attacked if I play something like this. I kind of want to do something like this that blocks this line of sight. This looks also kind of nice. But what that does is that it doesn't actually block this, so then this is still contested, yeah. So we need to block this, I think. I think we need to block this. And blocking it farther away, I'm debating between these. This looks like it opens up a whole new line of sight, which I kind of like that. This other one does too, but it's, and I just honestly don't want to coerce white into making a 4-stack, because despite the fact that some people may consider 4-stacks to be inefficient, they're also incredibly strong. And sometimes it's worth that reduced efficiency for a moment to have a piece on the board where basically you know that in 99% of games it's not going to die. I really like this move. And I kind of like what I'm doing here with this attack on d7. So here, let's look at white's network. 2, 2, 3. Okay, so 2, and here's 2. So this is connected to 2. This is connected to 2. This is connected to 2. Yeah, so these are all connected to 2. These are connected to 2. This is connected to 3. This is connected to 3. This is connected to 2. So this is more central. This is more peripheral. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 connections. So this is the hub. Yeah? This is the center of the white network here. If we get this one taken down, then this will only have 2 lines of sight. White will need to defend that one. It'll be efficient for us, I think. Unless, yeah, because white can't defend along this line. So white would need to defend like either with a shitty shield or something like this. One of these. E11, do D11 or B9. Something like this, or, you know. Okay, what's going on here? H7. So obviously, I'm going to now attack this D7 stone directly. D6 is not necessary. D5 looks awesome. D4. I think D5. Being that it's a 1-stack. With, you know, 1 enemy line of sight, but so the thing is, there's no other way to attack, right? Okay, I can do this one. That can also work. A4. But it does look a bit weird. And its scope is reduced, I think. This one is blocked by the neutral. Which, I mean, I've got 1 on the neutral. Val's got 1 on the neutral. So in theory, I could try to capture the neutral. So I don't have that many options. Here, to me, playing so close, I mean, what I like to do is play as far away as possible while still ensuring the capture will happen. That would be here. But then does it? Okay, for instance, I'm not worried about this cut. I am kind of worried about this cut, apparently. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I'll take this one stack. Starting to think that, you know, one stacks are just great. Because obviously they see more empty and or enemy spaces. In this case, it sees a lot of empty and one enemy. So, but playing a one stack with an attack, it's like, okay, yes, it gives Val a free move on the board if she wants to give this up. Well, I mean, she has to give this up. But next comes this one. This needs a defense. So if she gets a free move, and I capture, she has to play a move to save this. And it's about the same, like in terms of tempos, because then I get a free move. But I get a capture piece. Let's look at my network. This is connected to 2. It's connected to 2. This is connected to 2. This is connected to 3. This is connected to 1. This is connected to 3. This is connected to 3. It's connected to 1, obviously, being a one stack that I just placed. Oh, okay. Right. So we have these. I mean, I've been wanting to play this move for a while. But if I do that, I know that this is coming. This coming. I kinda don't care. Kinda don't care. And think like, okay, like you can attack this as much as you want. Getting a 2-stack on the center of an edge like this is not really a bad thing for anyone to have. I sincerely believe that. And I mean, if she doesn't cut, or if she does cut, wait, if she does cut and makes and gives, you know, maybe I really need to give this piece up. I could start this pinwheel. Seeing that it's like in the middle of all her shit, it might not be a bad idea. Thing is, if I do this one, and then she cuts, then it's 1, 2, 3, and I don't have the opportunity to play another line of sight because I don't have it. Oh, I would have it. Oh, I would be able to, because I would block her line of sight while adding a new one. So she'd then end up again with 2 lines of sight. I would again have 3 lines of sight. It's a risky business. I'll try it out. And if I get bored with this, then I'll just capture on D7. And if I have to capture, maybe play something like on J12, a 3-stack, it attacks the 2-stack here, immediately forcing a capture, basically. And then essentially I have a 3-stack here instead of a 1-stack here. This attacks on J9, so playing another move after that, I would get some sente moves just by default. Although this move also, this is the 3-stack that I wanted from the very beginning. That I never played because this game I've been trying to be all about, you know, the threat rather than the action. But in this case, now maybe I have delayed my action for far too long, leaving I-12 in a pitiful predicament, being surrounded by these white stacks and more hordes of white 2-stacks to come. A pinwheel to end all pinwheels. Or, if not to end all pinwheels, at least to end the life of this sad stack. Still, smart. Okay, I mean, I have to do this. This is attacked. I have no option other than to capture. Touche. Now, white can play here. Get 3 stack. Is it still worth... Okay, but now I have this move. And I can trade my 1 stack for your 1 stack. And I don't even need to, honestly. I can keep defending it, and you can too. You can too. But if you defend it... Okay, you didn't want to defend it. But I will keep defending it. You know, that's the thing. It is a bit scary, but I will. Don't know where. I think like this. Or I could just attack it. But I could put a second line of sight on the neutral and just like create some shenanigans. Because, you know, to me it feels almost like that saying in Go, like take the ko once. You first at least take the ko once. In here, I'm thinking that there might be a thing where at least put 1 shitty shield up. Just make it a little harder for them to capture. I mean, unless it doesn't make it harder at all. If it's not really a shield, then it doesn't work. But here, like, okay, now they have to at least put 1 more move, you know, to capture. And if they don't, well, then you still have 2 stacks in the area and you can probably save them. If they do, and they do capture, you still have 1 stack in the area, and maybe it will help you make a line of sight elsewhere. Like in this case, I'm thinking about trying to capture the neutral now, just because I think if I get the neutral, it's going to put pressure on this one and maybe this one, and it'll kind of strengthen all my groups a bit indirectly. 3 stack here, 3 stack here. I think white may play J10. But okay. Okay. So this is not a danger to me. Got 13 minutes left. You can figure out what to do. I don't know what to do, but I will try my best. Okay, this move attacks the neutral. This move. Oh, I get it. This move, this is being attacked. Yeah. She's attacking. Should I just put this really annoying shield here? Is it even really difficult? Is it even easy to... I don't think it's easy to... I don't think it's so easy to kill this. I mean, okay, so there's 3 lines of sight already. This is not available. This move is not available for white. A move like this is actually not available, but a move like this is available. But then if I capture, you know, and then they capture, and then I capture. Doesn't seem like too bad of a trade. Plus, we always have the lingering threat of J13. It doesn't seem like this should have lived, and this whole thing, in fact, may die. But I'll have some consolation. And maybe it is that maybe I really should focus on building this into a nice wall instead of trying to save them bullshit in the middle of her stuff. But I'm not that kind of player. I'm really not. I'm really more preferring to... Like, actually, I should have done this I8. Let her capture on H11 and just capture H7. I'm not so strong at evaluating the relatively evaluating trades, like the worth of different... Okay. Oh, so scary. Oh my god. Yeah, this one's dead. This one's what she did just now is a wonderful, wonderful double attack. I don't have a really good response to it, honestly. Really sad, really sad. This may be my downfall. This may be my downfall. I think I might need to do something crazy. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to. I think I have to do this. I think I have to do something bad. Make a shitty shield, which is super easily attacked. Give up a stone. Okay, I'll get a stone. But surprisingly, this can't be cut at the moment. And so say white spends one move attacking this L10. Next, I will attack H6, move like I8, and yeah, or H6 preferably, yeah. So then if L10 is captured, then H7 is captured. I think that's pretty good trade. Pretty good trade. I mean, yeah, they're both connected to two different pieces. Like after I make this move, this will be connected to two different pieces. But this is a one stack. This will be a two stack. So it should be technically like in terms of think about the amount of resources I put into the trade. And not only that, but this is more centralized, which I think has to count for something, even though being like placed perfectly in between the center and the. Okay, what's going on here? Oh my god. Val is killing. And I think she's only doing it to defend herself. Oh my god. Ah! Everything I'm doing is crumbling right now. Okay. 1, 2, 2. Look, if this gets captured, it kind of ruins my whole plan. It kind of ruins everything. But on the other hand, nothing. I'm screwed. Belle is the best. She just has like he's killing me right now. I feel like I'm totally lost. Is there something I'm not seeing? Like this one is attacked, right? Oh my god. Does that do anything? Does that just trigger her to capture more of my stuff? Should I just take what I can get? Say, if you capture this stone. No, well, in theory, it's okay. This is now slightly attackable. It's not easy, actually. 1, 2. We need to come in from this side. We can snipe it. But really, that's about all we can do. Scary how strong this is. And how weak my part is. Like, I should have done, I don't know. This 1, 2, yeah, this is interesting, right? This is a trade. This is a trade. Now, if Val just captures here, I don't get that anymore. And probably getting this capture. Okay, what happened? Okay, then. Oh! Whoa. Okay. No. don't want to do it. Still can't do it. Can I force Val to capture this one? By placing a stone such that, okay, so this doesn't really work. Oh, Val could just get a recapture this? Is that what's going to happen? Not if I save it. But is there like not so many ways to save it? Okay. Okay, what if I play a stone along this line that also threatens? Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, but I wanted to do something that. This looks fine too. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. Val had to capture. Now I still didn't get this one get this one blocked, right? What was I trying to unblock? But this is a trip. This is an attack now. So in theory, I think this helps because I needed this to be strong before I could do something like this. This is what's under attack now, f8. If I get f8, then 1, 2, 3. Still not 4 lines of sight on the 3, but I mean, it's possible that I could get it back. Possible. This is still a bit distressing. So is this. I played a lot of move. Okay, what happened? So took the bait. Good. I mean, I don't know if it's really bait, but okay. Val defended, essentially. Val defended appropriately by playing a shield, a strong shield. There's no bait. It wasn't bait. This is still not available. This would because I want to be able to play a 3 stack here, yeah. But the problem is that the lines of sight are actually pretty blocked up, and I want to play here because of that. Is this also no? Is this also not really? This one is oh, I like this one because this is an attack now on this piece. Oh, okay, but problem is, oh, well, no. Yeah, good. So defending this attack here doesn't also defend the future attack coming on this one, on J11, because I can still play now. I can play J10. It'll be a 3. No matter where. So if she wants to play J10 now, then I capture F9, and I think that this will all fall apart for white. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, hopefully we get white to play some kind of inefficient move. This is probably one of the more efficient moves that could have been played. Now comes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's how we're going to save these pieces, okay? We're going to keep playing sente moves. So now this is a snipe on like, I don't know how many different pieces. Here it's attacking this one. It's also attacking this one. But it's also blocking the line of sight here and adding a line of sight here. So now if I play here or like something like M12, all of a sudden this L11 2 stack is no longer attacking anything. Probably what Val will do at this point is decide to like bite the bullet and capture L12 and allow me to capture J11. Or basically I have my pick between J9 or J11. But I think at this point she realized, unless she can figure out a way to like really a tricky way. So she shielded. Yeah. Okay. But the thing about that now is that now I can put a third line of sight. Yeah, and this doesn't really start any new attacks, I think. I mean, this may be, in danger at some point. But I guess I might. I really don't care. So that's the real answer. This having this move is super enough for me. I had to be aware of the fact that we're running out of time. But now that, like, the battle, to me, like, the first major battle or the second, I don't know how many battles there were so far, but this feels like there's a resolution to the battle. At least something. I feel like I'm winning a battle right now. Because she had a huge attack on me, and I had a bunch of weak stacks. And now I've kind of fought back and regained at least temporarily gained control over this area, which breaks the original triangle. She had strength in this area. I broke that wall, if you can call it a wall. I broke that part of the triangle, leaving her with some empty, open triangle. All these lines of sight, maybe she'll get something. The board is super still, like, way empty. And now, having played this, my goal-oriented behavior, the parts of my brain that tell me what's important, has ceased to function. So I don't know what is important. So I maybe just be responding to moves at this point. I honestly would play a damn. I would play a 5-stack. This looks insane. Should I play 5-stack just for shits and giggles? Just for funsies? Because otherwise I lose this, right? Or because I mean, I only have one line of sight on it. It used to be my main hub. Now it's cut apart. But if I do that and then she plays here, basically I'm gonna lose it anyway. Would it still be fun to play a 5-stack? Yes. But can I play a 5-stack in Sente? Oh, I get what's going on here. But if I capture this... Okay, so if I play something like in line of sight of this, but in Sente, it doesn't really work. Is this in Sente? It's probably not, because it doesn't really hit anything new. I could just start capturing stuff. See where it gets me. She'll capture this 1-stack, I'll capture another 1-stack, or this 2-stack. I need to play this move still. This is an important move. If Val gets this move here, D10, that would be really bad for me. I need D11. Especially now that these are safe. I mean, these are safer. In fact, probably my last move was a mistake. Just because she can capture my piece doesn't mean I have to capture her piece. Because this piece was unassailable. I mean, like, sorry, no, like, this capture was unavoidable. Although if I could, yeah, basically I waited but then I guess this move does make this capture look less good. Because of the fact that, okay, so this is still another unavoidable capture. I think I'll do this just because I think it's good practice. And now I don't need to worry so much about this wall. It terminates in a 3 stack here. Probably this move looks like pretty good because here this 2 stack on d5 is looking kind of, I don't know, lonely. And I don't want to get attacked. So actually it's kind of hot because I could attack, I could attack it like this. Prompt a shield and then attack it again. I mean, this here prompts a 2 stack here. And then I'll just attack it again. So, I mean, I think this is all pretty golden. If I do this move, yeah, then I get the neutral. I kind of want the neutral. I mean, it's one of those weird desires that doesn't really have any basis in combinatorial game theory. What happened? Yeah, he attacked me. She attacked me. She attacked me. She didn't let me attack her. Exactly at the point where I wanted to attack. I can still do this shield. And, oh, that's the point? No, that's not. But anyway, I need to do the shield, otherwise the whole thing dies. So maybe I'll get the neutral. The thing about the neutral, maybe it helps you, maybe it doesn't. The fact that it's just 2 stack and not a 1 stack makes it more desirable because it's a bigger number. And if I run out of time in this game, I will be so sad. Sad. Good thing my computer's not dying. Can Val attack this effectively? Not so effectively. TPH. E4 is possible. Okay. But doesn't this allow me to like defend while attacking? Oh, but Val's ahead now. I don't like that. I don't like that. Did Val just capture something? Wait, what? What was this? D5. That was a capture? Oh my god. I feel like I didn't even notice that she captured me. Or I did know. Oh god. But now we're back on the and am I gonna get it back or not? No, I think not. The fact that Val can play a move like C8 bothers me a bit because, well, not now anyway, because then I would just play D5 and get back what she wrested away by force. I guess my shenanigans on the lower side led to some shenanigans by Val on the upper side, albeit maybe less disruptive shenanigans, but shenanigans nonetheless. I think it's about time for me to have one of those moments of just mass captures where I just capture things as a kind of a more like a show of power rather than like making the good moves. That's also what the capturing the neutral is all about. It's just like to show like, yeah, I got the neutral, not you. Like, people say that abstract strategy games don't have take that qualities, but Tumbleweed has the neutral, and it's a 2 stack. It's not even a 1 stack, it's a 2 stack. So you really had to build up. And only one person can capture the neutral. So whoever doesn't capture the neutral is kind of well, they feel like too cool because they're like, I didn't bother. That meaningless squabbling over some single point. H8. It doesn't even show up with a capture sign. Legend has it. When you make the move on IG Game Center. So I have this territory on the upper left, like kind of the left side, and I presumably will have some territory on the lower right, evidenced just by the fact of, well, I have all these captures available in the lower side, here, the central lower side. So then this will be kind of red, and I have this 2-stack on the lower side, which then begins a wall. Okay, so she wants to contest that. I guess this is where I start to Oh, wow. Amazing. Can I really have it? I can have cheeseburger? Or is this a plot? Is this a plot? Let's just capture. Duolingo. Feels so stupid. I always forget to do my Duolingo. It is true that she has a really nasty looking like fence of 2 stacks on this right side, so she may get some territory there. It's pretty gritty. And I have to spend a lot of time capturing some worthless stacks. These 2 and these 2, and probably one of them will survive, at least. It's not guaranteed that I'll capture. Right, but then oh my god. I think Val's gonna destroy my whole thing. Can I do anything about this? Can I do anything about this? Val can play here. And Val gets 4 lines of sight on everywhere, on this and this. Oh my god. Did I fall into a Val trap? I fell into a Val trap. This looks horrible. D6? What am I gonna do? D7. What in the world happened here? Wait a minute. Do I still have a chance to save my stuff? This is kind of a senti move, right? This is also kind of a senti move. Blocks. I'll play this just because it's kind of a pointless sentiment. But I really do want to keep my stacks here alive. Yeah. Here's another pointless sentiment. Now I need to think about. I need to defend this situation. Okay. Cool. So kind of squeezing Val a bit. No big deal. This would work other than the fact that it doesn't work, basically. So here, I wish I could. Maybe I can make this a 3-stack. This 3-stack, or maybe like here a 3-stack, here a 3-stack, and just defend a little bit in advance. God, I hate it so much. Because if he captures there, he plays this one. No, I need to basically prompt. I need to spend this move just defending. Now, if I need to, I can turn this into a 3 stack. So sad, so sad. I really didn't want to do that.